So hey besties, come right up on in Jasmine's kitchen and let me show you how you're going to make this quick and easy shrimp and grits for breakfast in the morning. Now, I ain't going to over talk y'all because I know y'all want to know how we did it, so let's jump right into it. First, we went on and got us some shrimp. You want to make sure that you peel and devein your shrimp, clean your shrimp off. After you get your shrimp clean, we're going to go ahead and start seasoning. Now, whenever I start seasoning something, I don't know, I'm just always getting seasoning all over the counter. I don't know why it happens. It just always happens that way. I went on ahead and seasoned my shrimp with some of my favorites: onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, a little bit of parsley. We're going to add some Tony's in there, and we're going to give it a good mix. You want to season your shrimp until it's flavored, but shrimp are something that doesn't need a lot of seasoning. It takes seasoning very well, so you don't have to over season it. After this, we're going to assess, and to me, it has enough seasoning, so it's time to go ahead and start cooking our shrimp. We're going to get us a pan, add you some butter. Don't be stingy with the butter. It's unsalted butter anyway. And then you're going to start putting your shrimp on your pan. Now, I like my shrimp to have a nice crust on it without overcooking it. So I always cook my shrimp on an extremely high heat. That way I'm able to develop that crust and not overcook my shrimp. So we're going to go ahead and put our shrimp down, let our butter start to melt. And then when our shrimp is done with in about a few minutes, this is how they should look. And I have that nice crust on there. Now that my shrimp is done, I'm going to go ahead and remove them from the pan. I'm going to put them in a bowl on the side. I'm going to start working on my sauce. For my sauce, I'm going to add in some onions, some scallions, some tomatoes. We're going to add in some heavy cream, and we're going to let that mix. Once that all mixed up and became a sauce, I went on ahead, added my shrimp back in there, mixed that up, and we're going to put that to the side because now it's time to start working on them grits. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my grits because my water is boiling, and when it comes to grits, I feel like everybody like their grits differently. I went to a restaurant, I ordered grits one time, and when the grits came to the table, they looked like a bowl of soup. I was so disappointed. I like my grits on the thick side, also creamy. So after I added in my grits, we're going to go ahead and add a massive amount of butter, add some cheese, and add you some heavy cream, and go ahead and mix it up until you get the consistency. If it's too thick, add a little bit more cream. If it's just the way you like it, then it's time to go ahead and start plating that plate. So once I got my grits the way I like it, I went on ahead and got me a plate, and it was time to plate. I'm going to add me some of them nice creamy cheesy grits on top of my plate. Once I got my grits on there, y'all can still see the steam is coming off, I went on ahead and added my shrimp on top. When I tell you my kitchen was smelling absolutely amazing, it was smelling amazing. I went on ahead and added some more of my shrimp on top. And once I get my shrimp on top of there, we are going to add any of that leftover sauce that we have inside of our pan. We're going to make sure that we get all those flavors on top of there. And then because we fancy, y'all, you know what we're going to do, like the people, like the professional chefs do on the TV, we're going to sprinkle just a little bit of parsley on top because that's what the fancy people do. After I got my parsley on top, it was time for me to go ahead and sit down and enjoy. And when I tell you, these shrimp and grits was so good. This is how it looked, and they was absolutely amazing. And if you like it spicy, you can also add you a kick of pepper in there as well. I just didn't add none because my children don't like anything that is spicy. Here you have it. Breakfast is served, and I need all my besties to comment down below what is your favorite food to have for breakfast. And as always, if you are loving these videos, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure that you leave me a like, drop me a comment in the comment section, and share this out. Bye besties.